You watch Barcelona and Spain play, this is what a lot of the game looks like. So we're in red here, or Barcelona if you like are in red, or Spain, and they've got the ball at the halfway line in possession. Teams tend to play, especially when they play Barcelona, tend to play very, very deep, and you know there are times obviously when there's 10 players behind the ball, that 11 including the goalkeeper, that now we have to get through. So when they're in this position, this is almost like the blue light special for them, because if we look at numbers, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 playing against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6v6 is a good number for them. They're quite happy to try and keep it in here, circulate the ball, keep the ball moving, maybe amongst just these four, probe in here if they can, but there's always the understanding that the ball can get switched to the other side of the field. And when you watch Barcelona, they are the masters at doing this, and Spain, to be fair. So it's keep it, short passes, good movement, and then all of a sudden we can spring it the other side where we've got nobody defending and we've got perhaps numbers up. And we understand that here we come, the defenders come flying over here, but maybe there's a chance for us to get in, and now we can serve a ball across the box and make things dangerous. But their ability to play in tight areas here and keep the ball, which hopefully you've seen some of that with our drills and practices, their ability to keep it here allows them to get the ball back out here where hopefully there are good numbers, 2v1, 3v2, 1v none perhaps, where we've got a chance to get in and create something inside the penalty area. So there's another little scenario. We've almost got the defending team in now a bank of back four, and almost a bank of 5, with just a lone striker as a get out for them. And again, when you watch these two teams play, with Barcelona, Spain, you'll see this happen an awful lot. If you think of recent games, Chelsea beating Barcelona last year in the Champions League, Celtic this year beating Barcelona, even though Barcelona had something like 90% of the possession, Celtic managed to beat them 2-1, but a lot of the game was played within 35 yards of the Celtic goal. So the goal here of Barcelona, Spain, University of Florida if you like, is to get from here to, can we get a scoring chance from here? And some things become very important. We're quite happy here to play 2v1. So as long as we know we've got a little bit of support defensively, we're fine. But if we can get one of our players driving at the line here, then we're hoping, and obviously number 11 is Messi, we're hoping here to create something that's going to get us a goal scoring opportunity. The wonderful thing about Barcelona is their recognition of numbers up. So if we look at this scenario here, we can argue that we're 3v3, maybe even 3v2. So again, when Messi drives at the line here, it's almost like we have a 3v2 type situation. We could perhaps ignore the left back for a moment. And this is Dani Alves, who's streaking forward to get himself in the box as the right back. But we'll probe in here. If this isn't on, we're quite happy to spin this back out. A lot of the movement you see from Iniesta and Xavi is north-south. So they come this way to receive it. So ball's played in here, and now we're looking, again, check out north-south. Now we're looking to get the ball on the other side of the field. Good defensive teams are able to move across, get across, get across. Eventually someone is going to fall asleep in here, and that's what we look for in terms of creating a numbers up advantage, creating a decent angle maybe where we can play a ball in. If we can get to here, we have players flashing across the line to get ourselves in. Maybe one pass can beat all of them. And if you YouTube Barcelona's greatest goals, you'll see plenty of times where a ball bisects the back four, whether it's between centre back and left back, whether it's between centre back and centre back. That's something that Barcelona will look for all the time in terms of their attacking play. But I think again, the thing that makes them very, very special is their willingness to be patient. And maybe that's the rub against Barcelona too, is that this can look and seem very, very boring at times. There's no real cutting edge or cutting threat in getting the ball in perhaps from wider, deeper areas. Both Spain and Barcelona aren't particularly big teams. They were when Ibrahimovic was with them, but now obviously he's gone. So serving a ball in from here, there's no 6'5" centre forward that can get on the end of it, which again is the whole process for them. They're quite happy to try and keep it and keep it and keep it on the ground to create a chance. I read a stat the other day where I think Barcelona have scored 78 goals this year. Only one of them has been a header. But when you're all 5'6", that's perhaps obvious.